Alright, y'all. I'm back to watch the psychopathic mindset of Michael Jordan. Gonna just go ahead and get into it, but before we get the vid started, as always, y'all, smack that like button and hit the subscribe button if y'all are new to the channel. Also comment some more stuff you guys want to see me react to, and let me know what you guys thought of the video, man. Link to this channel, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Wiley something. And the link to this video in particular, anyway, will be in the description box down below if you guys want to go check it out. With that being said, man, let's hop into it.
Take negative criticism and I'd take it in a positive way to go out and improve the point. It evolved to be more of a mental challenge for me than a physical. You know, and that's one of the reasons that I still play the game, because I can challenge myself.
If Jordan's rage to prove himself inspired his teammates, it could also burn them.
I've seen Michael come in a lot of times and, you know, knock over all the Gatorade cups and go off and say, if y'all ain't gonna play, stay in the locker room.
Phil Jackson was never the coach of that team. Michael Jordan was the coach. Jordan was the one who yelled at them. Jordan was the one they feared. Jordan was the standard they had to live up to.
Michael is just, he's killing Bill Cartwright all the time. In the locker room, in front of everybody.
He said some things to me that I really didn't like, and I couldn't take it. If you let him ride you, he'll ride you to the moon. He will ride you right out of the NBA and out of your mind.
One thing, when you play against Michael Jordan, you not only have to stand up to him physically, you have to stand up to him mentally, because he will torment you. He looks for something to get him in this kind of frame of mind. It's like
they got the jam playing in the background.
he looks for an edge. He wants Starks to come back at him.
Kobe has Kobe has it, but Michael has it times 10. I'm thinking Kobe has IT. I'm like, what you talking about?
Talking with Jordan and said to remind you to bring that back up. It was a preseason game, and Chuck Person said you need to go out there and give Jordan grief right away. Establish yourself. Is that what happened?
Well, remember now, let's set this up.
So Reggie Miller.
As we said, for veterans, it's more, for veteran players, it's more for getting in shape and trying to get your routes and your timing. You really don't play a lot of minutes. It was my rookie year, so most rookies play anywhere from 30 minutes.
All right, y'all, my bad for that. We back.
Minutes to almost 40 minutes most of the game, because they don't know any better. So we're playing in some exhibition game somewhere in Idaho or North Dakota, where you play most of these obscure preseason games at, and we're playing Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls. Now, of course, he's still Michael Jordan, because Michael's 3 years older than I am, but he wasn't Michael Jordan with the music behind him like he is now. And you like that. And I'm having a good first quarter, because obviously we're guarding one another, and he's going through the motions because veterans really aren't going hard. And Chuck Person is egging me on, saying, tell him to take that. Yeah, tell him he can't check you. Tell him he's all that. And I'm looking at Chuck like, I really don't want to talk noise to Michael Jordan, but hey, maybe I'm trying to establish myself a little bit. So I go ahead, and he eggs me on, and I say a few things to him. Next thing I know, Michael looks over to Doug Collins, who was the head coach at the time, now my compadre at TNT, and says, leave me in. That's all he said. Leave me in. Well, next thing I know, we were up by 16 points going into the third quarter. I had like 12. Michael had 2. By the end of the game, I had 12 and he had 35. And I remember walking off the court, and he looked at me, and this is all he said: don't ever talk to me. That's all he says, like, don't ever talk to me again. And even though for the next 17 years, he and I were cordial and cool, minus the fight, he's right. I never did talk noise to him again.
That was the only guy that you wouldn't say anything to?
That was the only guy I never antagonized.
Do you remember what you even said to him?
To MJ?
Yeah.
You can't. How can I say you can't check? Seriously, they should have checked my blood after the game. I was a young, dumb rookie.
You were dumb. And you know what, Jordan? Jordan never forgets.
God, no. God bless him.
Jordan demonstrated the depth of his lust for winning when he led the Bulls against the Cavaliers.
I don't think this makes him a psychopath, but okay.
Then traveling with Chicago newspapers with the teams, and each of us picked the Cavaliers to win the series before Game 5 in Cleveland. He points to the one guy, picked him in 3, and he says, "We took care of you." And then the other guy picked him in 4. He says, "We took care of you." Then he looks at me and he points me in the eye and he says, "And today we take care of you."
Inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win!
92, Portland had its great season, and they were going into the finals against the Bulls, and Clyde Drexler had a great season. And there was a lot of talk that Clyde would be the MVP. Before the game, Michael says, "We'll show who's the best player in the league." And he gets 35 points in the first half of Game 1 against Drexler.
The first half?
Including 6 3-pointers with his famous sort of shrug. If he wanted to do something in the game, there was no stopping what he could do.
No, that's Penny Hardaway. I was gonna say, wait. Oh wow, that was a fake out of the century. The story goes that back when LeBradford Smith was playing for the Bullets, he scored 37 against Jordan and the Bulls one night in Chicago. Jordan put out the word that mocked him by saying, "Nice game, Mike." Jordan said he wanted all 37 back in the first half next night. Watch what happened. All right, let's see what happened then. Get your 37 back then, Mike. So he is going to get his 37 back, ain't he?
Bulls on offense. Michael Jordan lets fly from the outside. Runs out of room. Finds Jordan.
There was nothing there. 17 points, 8 for 8 from the field. And as I said, he got 17. The Bullets had 12. And now Will Perdue and
From Chicago, they showed the movie The Blues Brothers, and of course,
and it reflected when he would shoot free throws.
Tough shot.
They don't have very many big guys out there. Not good rebounders. You got a 35-year-old.
Stacey King right back to MJ.
Oh yeah, he going to town on these dudes. He going to town. Did he? But I'm trying to see, did he get 37 back? Oh my God.
Bradford Smith right there on him, right there on him, right there. Right there.
First half. 36 for Jordan.
36 points by halftime. He probably was pissed too. Like, dang, man, I won him. I won. Years later, Jordan finally admitted he made up the whole nice game thing. What's even more amazing is that the Bullets players were so in awe of him. Smith never denied the story, and his teammates believed Jordan. Oh, man, listen, Michael Jordan was the best post scorer of all time. He was a post scoring shooting guard. Nah, but let me stop.
But as the Cavaliers would quickly find, stopping Jordan is not a one-man job.
Just like stopping Kevin Durant. No shade at Cleveland fans.
I want to prove to them that, no matter what you do, what changes you make, I'm gonna overcome that challenge.
To err is not human. I can remember this time in, I think, 90 when Scotty decided to challenge Michael in practice. Craig Hodges. Michael kind of backed up for half a second. Then he proceeded literally to score on Scotty at will. It was incredible. I mean, wait, bro. I couldn't even read that. Hold on. It was incredible. Scottie Pippen, even then, was one of the best players in the league. Michael rained points on him. Scottie had to step back and say, slow up. Scottie low-key thought he was going to put Michael on clamps because he was locking up other people. One of the most astounding was Game 4. He scored 55 and grabbed 8 in F4. However, it's not the stats, but much more the way he played. Look at his determination. He makes it look effortless, almost arrogant, something that I have not seen from any other player before or since. Keep in mind, it's the finals. I mean, when you know you the ish, you could do whatever you want to. It's like LeBron being cocky. You know he the best player on the court. Come on now. That's like the Warriors being cocky. Come on now. I mean, bro, you gonna talk trash when you know you got it. This is against Phoenix. Easy money. That's BJ Armstrong. Well, you know, Michael Jordan was the person in the mind games, bro. Because didn't he like take Charles Barkley out of something before the finals or during the finals, while he was proceeding to kill him on the court? 55 and 8. Yep.
For Jordan, golf was only one part of the whirlwind schedule, which his teammates would discover was just the way he liked it.
What you do today, bro? You want to sleep? I remember thinking that. Was this guy ever sleeping? Golf. 36 holes. I'm playing it tomorrow, too.
36 holes in.
He's ready to practice and play as much as anybody. The thing that I remember the most was going out and playing golf with Michael Jordan before a game, and I thought, God, I'm going to be exhausted tonight. And Michael just had ridiculous energy and was phenomenal. I felt like I was running in quicksand a little bit, and so it gave me a whole nother level of respect for kind of the freak of nature that he really is. They played the food game. We played cards in magic rooms till 5 o'clock in the morning, pretty much every night. It was so much fun. Back home?
It's like a bionic guy and play cards, play golf, play basketball. I don't know when he ever signed.
Bro, I didn't even know.
He was just lying. season. I think that's the first time he's gone to sleep on the whole trip.
Steve Kerr, my boy.
Every day was a battle. It really was. Whether it was a scrimmage, shooting drill, didn't matter. He wanted to win so badly, and that established the entire culture for the team. I mean, here's the greatest, most talented player on earth who's working harder than anybody. So if that doesn't kind of establish who you are, you know, as an identity, as a team, I don't know what does.
Michael Jordan is always on the lookout for extra motivation. In January, Jeff Van Gundy did just that. Not surprisingly, Michael would burn the Knicks all game long.
18 points in the first quarter for Michael. Mike with 27 in the first half.
An NBA season high 51 points left Van Gundy and the Knicks speechless.
So Jeff Van Gundy used to coach the Knicks.
Gundy has a Jordan headache right now.
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Toni Kukoc.
Major storyline that carries into this game involves Toni Kukoc, second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls made a strong push to sign him last season.
At that time, general managers in the league were trying to come up with gems, you know, make their discoveries overseas. And Krause thought this guy could play in the NBA.
While Jordan and Pippen had been winning back-to-back titles, Chicago GM Jerry Krause had been publicly wooing Kukoc to join the Bulls.
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. You know, that's like a father who has all his kids and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own.
So we were not playing against Toni Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Toni Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's two best defensive players.
They were debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scotty, and they're ready for, like, blood. Like, man.
We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Toni Kukoc was like, and we were going to give him the worst experience he ever had on the basketball court.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across the half court without a ball. And with the ball, it was just, here, somebody else get it.
Toni definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Kukoc, stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than anyone. Slam dunk.
Them dudes were all over him.
Jordan rejecting Kukoc. Here's a 3-on-2. Pippen.
Oh, that was nice.
I had questions from my teammates during the game, like, what is going on? What, do you not see that they're really trying to get you off the court? And I'm like, so what? I guess that's how NBA game is played.
Pippen, Jordan, and the Americans cruised to another victory. This one by 38 points.
Jeez.
Michael Jordan was a killer. It didn't matter. He wanted to come in and kill you. You know, when I remember my first game playing him in the Spectrum in Philadelphia. He dropped 48 3 quarters and wouldn't sit down and watch the rest of the game.
For the record, some people saying you were going to be the next Jordan, quote unquote. So there was,
and he swelled that right away. He may be, but not tonight.
Michael has a streak in him competitively that I've never seen in anyone before. I mean, he could miss. We were playing in Washington. He missed 11 straight shots, and against
Minnesota, and I took him out late in the third quarter after he made one. And I said, Michael, give me a little rest or going into the fourth quarter. He said, I just got it going. I said, Michael, you missed 11 of your last 12 shots. He said, I made my last one. You know, that's the way he thinks. What I've always said about Michael is he never feared the consequences of missing. You know, I'm going to take the next one. And man,
Doug Collins was the #1 pick. Oh, bro.
I'm sorry, but I mean, so then is the criticism then on some level fair that LeBron didn't go down shooting last night?
As I've said before, they're different personalities. You know, Kobe is more like Michael. Kobe is going to take 45 shots and not care. That's more of his personality. As I said before, LeBron is more of a guy to bring guys together kind of thing. You know, Michael's big thing, you don't have it going, I've given you your chance, I'm going to win this game. We're going to win this game. And I'll tell you an interesting story about the greatness of Michael Jordan. When I was coaching in Washington, we played the Indiana Pacers, and we were down 25 and I took Michael out of the game, and I said, look, Michael, I know you think we can still win this game, but we got to play.
Oh, when he coached Washington, so this is old Jordan. Oh, wow.
Championship rings, he's got gold medals, he's got NCAA championships, he's got MVPs. He's not going to care about anything. So he met with the media and agreed. You let us as lonely as a coach when you're sitting there and your head handed to you. So I was sitting on the bus, and actually Michael had hired me. He was the part owner and president GM. Hired me to be the coach, and then he came back to play. I'll never forget this moment with this coach. This to me was greatness. He got on the bus and said, scoot over. And he looked at me and he said, do you think I can still play? And I said, absolutely, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you. He said, you know, to be my coach, you have to believe in me and believe I can still play. And I said, Michael, I believe in you. He said, you did the right thing tonight. You did the right thing tonight. I don't care about the punch, but I needed to know that you believe in me. Fast forward, we get on the plane. He has a few cocktails, smokes a couple cigars, all the things you're not supposed to do. We get back about 3:30 in the morning in Washington. At 7:30 that morning, he's down in the fitness room with Tim Grover, working out like you can't believe. He's 41 years old. We played the New Jersey Nets the next night. And Michael scores the first 3 times he has to play. Ryan Scott picks a timeout. And Michael does I want the ball right there the rest of the game, and he'll take me out right there. So that's fine with me. 2 minutes to go in the game, he gives me the sign, I let him out, I take him out of the game. He walks over to the bench, I said, Michael, what happened to him? He said, well, the guy was driving me on the problem. Don't ever tell me you got a problem. He said, I'll make you pay for that. 51 points later. 51 points later for him. He came back the next game with 46. And he looked at me and said, I told you I could still play. 97 points. I was absolutely blown away at what this guy could do. His mind, how strong it was, and he's playing on one leg. I mean, he cut his finger.
Hey, man. Give me Michael all day, every day is the GOAT. Real talk. He #1.
I've never seen him like it. That moment when he looked at me and asked me if I still believe in him. I said, this is the greatest player to play the game. I don't know if I still believe in him. It was a moment when he
All right, man. Michael Jordan, even though I already knew Michael was a bit of a dog. But yeah, man, it was a good video. Give me Michael, like I said, every day. But I just like the way Michael played more than other people. And I do think that, like people say that they always compare Michael to LeBron. They don't play the same. LeBron is more like Magic Johnson. And I mean, he's already better than Magic. He's already done more than Magic. But I think Kobe compares the best to Michael, and he's not even Michael. So I mean, hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and smack that like button, hit that sub button if y'all new to the channel. Also comment on stuff that you guys want to see me react to, and let me know what you guys thought of the video. Link to man, I'm tweaking. Link to this channel, Willie something, Wiley something, will be in the description box down below, along with the link to this video in particular. And with that being said, man, till next time, y'all, was being boy Squints. We gone.